Hi everyone, welcome to our first video on Python programming. Alright, so I know you all are very excited, okay, because Python is of course the most one of the most popular languages right now, okay, and it is used extensively in many educational institutions as well as in many companies for a wide range of applications. Okay, so everybody is excited to learn Python, okay, so I hope you are excited as well. Okay, and in order for us to get started, okay, what you first need to do is you need to go to this website python.org/downloads. Okay, so this is the website over here, https okay www.python.org/downloads. Okay, once you go to this web page, okay, you will see a button here that says download the latest version for Windows. Okay, at this point of time the current version is 3.8.2. Okay, so if you are having an older version, do upgrade it, okay, so that you will get all the getting all the latest features that Python has to offer. Okay, if you are of course viewing this video a bit later, then you may have a newer version of Python, which is good. All right, so let's click on this button, download Python. Okay, once you click on that, it will start to download the executable. Once that is done, just click on it, okay, and you will see installation window pop up. Okay, and of course if you do not want to make any particular customization, you can click on the first option which says install now. Okay, so let's click on this option here, and now we are beginning to install. Okay, let's give it some time. Okay, generally it takes just a few seconds, or sometimes maybe a few minutes. Okay, so let's just wait for it to install. Okay, so while it's installing, okay, so let me just tell you a bit about Python. Python is what we call a interpreted language. Okay, those of you who have some background in programming, let's say C programming, for example, you know that you need to sort of write the code, compile it first. Only when you can compile successfully, you can execute it. Okay, whereas Python is a bit different. We call it a interpreted code. Okay, and with that, basically what it means is that you can actually what happens is the code that you write is interpreted, okay, progressively as it is going through the code, and then you see some output. Okay, so you see that in a while, you know what I'm talking about. So you do not need to have a complete working program to execute Python code. You can actually do it just line by line and actually see what is happening. Okay, and of course you have a lot of flexibility in Python, and you are able to do a lot of things very easily, okay, in Python, as compared to other languages. Okay, which is of course one of the reasons why it has become so popular for many individuals to take up Python as a first programming language. Okay, so let the installation complete. All right, once you have completed downloading and installing the Python, okay, all you need to do is come over to your Windows search icon over here, click on it and type in IDLE. Okay, IDLE basically stands for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. This is a platform created specifically for Python. Okay, so you just need to um, key in idle and press enter, and your development environment comes up. So for Python, it's a very simple, straightforward, clean environment. It's basically a shell prompt. Okay. Um, as you can see, when you start up, what you see is you see the three arrows over here, which basically means that it is already in the interpreter mode, which means anything that I type now can actually will actually be interpreted by the Python interpreter. Okay, for it to give us the appropriate results or answers. Okay, so what can I type now? Okay, let's just key in, for example, a number. Okay, if I key in a number 1, gives me back a 1. Okay, if I key in a number 2, it gives me back a 2. Okay, if I press enter. And this of course doesn't seem to be much of a use. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off your first coding exercise to understand a very simple basic concept, which are variables. Okay, what are variables? You think of variables as boxes. Okay, so inside a box you are free to keep whatever you want. Okay, and at the same time you can give your box any name you like as well. So for example, if I want to give my box a name of A, I can say A equals to whatever value that I want to put inside A. So I can say A equals to 3, for example. Okay, And so when I press enter, okay, what has happened is the Python interpreter has created a variable called a and has put a value of 3 inside it. Okay, so if I type a now, you will give me back the answer 3 because that is the value that is inside a. Okay, similarly, I can also key in b equals to 4. Okay, and if I type b, I get back the value of 4. Okay, now that I have two variables, I can actually do some computation with it. Okay, I can say a plus b and I'll get 7. Okay, if I wanted this answer to be actually stored, okay, in another variable, okay, I can also key in a proper equation or expression. I can say c equals to a plus b. Okay, and if I type c, I'll get 7. Okay, as you can see, it's a very straightforward intuitive environment. Okay, and this is basically the default interpreter that will launch, okay, the moment you start up Python. Okay, so have a feel for it. Just play around with some numbers, or and just see how it works. Okay, of course occasionally you may come across some error messages. Okay, so for example, if I just key in d and I press enter, I get some error message here that d is not defined. Okay, d is not defined because currently d is not yet created in the system. So when I type d, it is not able to find any variable that has the name d. Okay, so if you do come across any error messages, that means what you're trying to do is currently not supported by Python. Okay, so if I wanted, I could have said, for example, d equals to c. So whatever variable or value inside c will now be copied over to d. Okay, and then if I type d, I'll get a value of 7. Okay, so this gives you some idea of how to start off with Python. Okay, download Python, install it, and try it out. Okay, in the next video, we're going to be exploring more concepts, okay, on how to create an actual Python file, okay, and then run the file to see the complete output, okay, instead of typing it one by one like what we're doing now. Okay, so that's what we're going to be focusing on in the next video. All right, see you soon. Thank you.